When love felt like escape, Blessing was a quiet, thoughtful girl in secondary school. She was responsible, polite, and focused on her studies. At home, her parents worked hard. Her father often left before she woke up and returned late in the evening. Her mother spent long hours in the kitchen and doing chores. They provided everything she needed: food, school fees, clothes, but rarely asked how her day went or how she was feeling. Blessing often felt invisible, not unloved, but unnoticed. She had learned to handle things on her own, keeping her thoughts, fears, and dreams to herself. At school, she smiled and participated in class, but inside, she carried a quiet loneliness she didn't share with anyone. In her second year, Blessing met Daniel. He was attentive in a way no one else had been. Daniel: "Hey, Blessing, you seem quiet today. Everything okay?" Blessing: "Yes, I'm fine." Daniel: "You don't look fine. Want to sit together after class?" Blessing agreed. Over the next weeks, Daniel stayed close, noticing small details about her life, remembering things she had mentioned in passing, and complimenting her efforts. His attention made her feel seen. For the first time in a long time, she felt someone genuinely cared about her thoughts, her feelings, and her presence. Blessing trusted Daniel. She looked forward to their conversations and shared small moments with him after school. Daniel: "I enjoy talking to you. You understand me in a way no one else does." Blessing, thinking to herself, "This is what it feels like to be cared for. Maybe I finally matter to someone." Because she hadn't felt loved at home, she held on to Daniel's attention tightly. She spent time with him whenever she could, not realizing how dependent she was becoming on his approval and affection. Over time, their closeness grew. Daniel showed her care, and Blessing trusted him deeply. One day, she realized she was pregnant. It was overwhelming. She had never imagined that a decision made out of love and trust could change her life so completely. She felt a mixture of fear, confusion, and sadness. When Blessing told Daniel, she expected support. Blessing: "Daniel, I'm pregnant." Daniel, hesitant: I I don't know what to say. I'm not ready for this." Over the next days, he avoided her calls and messages. Eventually, he denied responsibility and told his friends the baby wasn't his. Blessing felt abandoned and alone. She realized, painfully, that someone who promised love might not be ready for responsibility. She couldn't hide it forever. Her parents noticed changes in her body and mood. One evening, Blessing spoke quietly. "Blessing, Mom, Dad, I'm pregnant." Her parents were shocked. They didn't shout or yell, but they asked questions, wanting to understand. Through their conversation, they realized they had unintentionally neglected her emotional needs. They had provided for her physically, but had not given her the attention and guidance she needed. Blessing had to temporarily leave school. The adjustment was hard. She felt isolated and unsure of the future. She learned that love without responsibility could be harmful. Not everyone who shows care is ready to be accountable for the consequences. Her parents, meanwhile, learned that children need emotional support as much as guidance and provision. They began spending more time with her, listening to her, and helping her plan for the future. With her parents' support, Blessing began to adjust. She thought deeply about her choices and realized the importance of self-respect and patience. She understood that seeking love outside her family wasn't wrong, but she needed to recognize safe, responsible relationships and to protect herself emotionally. Daniel remained distant. She learned from his absence that even someone who appears to love you may not stand by you when things get hard. After several months, Blessing returned to school. She focused on her studies and built friendships based on trust and mutual respect. She became more confident in making decisions and setting boundaries. She learned to value herself and her future. Her parents continued to provide guidance, not just rules, and the family grew closer as they communicated more openly. Blessing learned, emotional neglect can lead young people to make choices they aren't ready for. Not everyone who shows care is ready for responsibility. Open communication with trusted adults can prevent mistakes. Self respect and boundaries are essential for healthy relationships. Her parents learned providing for a child is not enough without emotional attention. Listening and being present can prevent life changing mistakes. Understanding a child's feelings is as important as guiding them. Blessing didn't become perfect overnight. She still faced challenges and had to navigate her responsibilities carefully. But she grew stronger and wiser. Her parents became more attentive and supportive.